Hello. In the last video, we looked at patterns 5 to 10. In this one, we'll look at patterns 11 to 15. So these are verb patterns that occur commonly in English, and you'll find all of this stuff on my website, friarsenglish.wordpress.com. Let's start. I'm sorry about the background noise. Can't help it. Anyway, so pattern 11. Subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun plus present participle. Okay, so we have the subject, I saw, noun pronoun, him, crossing the road. So this is what they mean by present participle, and the object of this verb is the road. Okay, this is the pronoun they're talking about. Great. We smell something seething, that's possible, or frothing, that's possible. Burning is definitely possible. Okay, if these processes, frothing and seething, if they bring chemical changes, then that's definitely possible. Okay, if seething or frothing can bring about chemical changes, then smelling something because of that is possible, resulting from them is possible. Okay, that's the point. Great. We noticed the bird taking off from the windowsill. I want to keep it easy. Windowsill. So we noticed the word taking off from the windowsill, flying away from the windowsill, or taking off from the windowsill. She caught the little girl opening the packet. They found the thieves lurking in the backyard. Okay, this part is lurking somewhere. Lurking requires this part, that's why. Or hiding in the backyard. They found the thieves hiding, that's also possible. Lurking, that's also possible. Okay, in the backyard is optional, it's not really in the backyard. Adverb phrase of place, you can call it. Is optional. For example, I'll give you another example. Hermione found Ron skulking. That's also possible. Skulking in his room, that's also possible. So in his room is optional. Similarly, in the backyard is optional. Thieves. Now what's the problem with this? Thieves. This is the problem. Okay, thieves. They found the thieves. They found the thieves. They found the thieves. I'm sorry about that. They found the thieves lurking in the backyard. She kept bringing up the matter. Yeah, so this is different from the gerund that we saw. Okay, she kept the stove burning, or she kept bringing up the matter. Either is possible. Please start the motor. Okay, please start the motor. No. Maybe please start the motor going. That's possible, but this is the form. Okay, the motor going. Please start the motor going. Please start the motor is definitely possible. Please start the clock going instead of yeah. Please start the motor going should be fine as well. Great. The pattern is subject plus verb plus noun clause, noun phrase plus present participle as they call it, and any present and any objects or phrases that can follow the verb in the present participle. Right. Different types of verbs. Different types of verbs can be used in this pattern. Great. Some more examples. For more examples, please visit my website. Okay, the verbs are see, hear, smell, feel, watch, notice, find, observe, listen, get, catch, keep, leave, set, start. Next pattern, the next pattern. Okay, I'll write that first. Note the difference between patterns 11 and 12 is of the duration of the action as witnessed by the observer. So in pattern 11 we do it for a part of the time, and in pattern 12 the observer is present for from the start of the action to the end of it. So for the entire duration the action lasts, but in pattern 11 the observer is present only for a part of the time that the duration lasts, for which the duration lasts. Yeah, so these are the participial phrases, you can say. Yeah, kept the stove burning, start going, participle. There are many uses of the present participle. This is one of them. Great. Okay. Great. I saw the man with the long white beard standing at the far end of the old looking corridor. Leave the place. The observer was sitting in a high tower. tower, so he could observe the action for its entire duration. Assuming, so point is this form is for observing the action during the entire duration of it. She watched him perform the trick. So from the start to the end of the action, she watched him doing it. We heard the door slam. That is easy. Okay. The thief felt something touch his clothes, whatever. Okay, the thief felt something touch his clothes. Let me do it, or let me do it, or let me go, let me come, let me leave, whatever. Okay, so infinitive, the point is infinitive verb. We made the boy with the pointed chin realize his mistake. He bade the members of the sorority. Why is that incorrect? Sorority shouldn't be, but anyway, members of the club stop making the noise. For example, he made the members of the club stop making the noise. Okay, stop making the noise. Stop. He made them stop. He made them stop doing something. Yes, that's possible. Yeah, this is a bit different from the other examples, but yes, that's correct. The pattern is subject plus verb plus noun phrase and noun clause plus, or simply pronoun or noun, whatever, plus infinitive, bare infinitive, phrase. Okay, so infinitive phrase without to, no to. Okay, so he bade the members of the club stop making the noise, not to stop making the noise. Let him to do it, not let him to do it. Let him do it. Okay, the thief felt something touch his clothes, not to touch it. Something to touch his clothes, not to or anything, but just the bare infinitive. That's what you have to note. Plain infinitive, it can be called plain infinitive or bare infinitive, whatever you like to call it. Plain form, they call it by different names. So that was pattern 12. I have taken too much time discussing this pattern. Yeah, leave the place. I'll highlight that. Leave the place, perform the trick. We heard the door slam. Something touch his clothes. Do it. The plain infinitive phrase. Okay. Realize his mistake. Stop making the noise, and so on. Different types of verbs can be used in this pattern. Note the difference between patterns 11 and 12. Okay, Pattern 11 is for the entire no, pattern 11 is for part of the duration for which the action lasts. Pattern 12 is for the entire duration. Great. Pattern 13. Subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun plus past participle. That's what the pattern they've given. I'll write it for your convenience. Subject plus verb plus, let me see, noun or pronoun. It can be noun phrase or noun clause as well. And a past participle. Let me write PP for that. Past participle, PAP. Okay. PAP for that. And for a present participle, I'll write PRP. INFP. Let me see. I'll update the abbreviations later. Yes. Let me decide on that later, but I heard, so noun, pronoun, noun clause, noun phrase, I heard the boy with the pointed chin smacked. Okay. I want this job done. So these are the past participles of verbs. She felt you must be thorough with forms of verbs. Maybe I'll make another video in which I'll cover the conjugation of English verbs, but that's for later. She felt herself carried away. That's also possible. So the past participle of the verb carry, that's what you have to notice. Away will not have any change. Okay, away is a preposition here, not a preposition. It says here it's a verb. We should get that appendix removed. Well, I can't think of anything else and I don't want to waste time, so bear with me. Should get that appendix removed. He had the clothes laundered. Past participle, we found the lady abandoned, for example. Okay, so these are the past participles: smacked, done, carried away, removed, laundered, abandoned. Okay, yeah, you can use a noun phrase, noun clause, for example. The man with the long white beard standing at the far end of the old looking corridor. Let me see. had his will executed. That's possible. So will is used here as a noun. Okay, executed is the past participle of the verb execute. Yeah, great. Different. I'll put the same comment here. Different types of a verb can be used in this pattern. Okay, the next pattern. The next pattern. Subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun plus to be optionally and complement. The option is, I'll write it, subject plus verb plus noun pronoun. If it can be a noun pronoun, can be a noun phrase or a noun clause, anything that does the work of a noun, basically. Noun clause and optionally to be, and you have a complement. Yeah, the complement of a verb is something that's required to complete its sense. You have a complement here because be is a verb of incomplete predication. And since it's to be, I think verbs of incomplete predication, write that as a heading, or should I not? Anyway, incomplete predication is one type of verb that can be used in this pattern. Yeah, great. So because be is a verb of incomplete predication, I can say that for sure. I consider this to be. You can choose to write to be or can omit it, so I'm putting in it brackets. So I consider this base treachery. So I consider this treachery and consider this to be treachery. Both are correct. We thought the idea to be brilliant, foolish, whatever. Brilliant. People supposed him a dead man. He's a dead man. A man who is dead. The point is, the meaning is the man who is dead. A man to be dead or to be dead. You can say that. Yeah, a dead man or dead. Yeah, both should be correct. They reported Roberto to be fine soldier, for example. The court appointed, let me see, the man with the mark the court appointed the man with the mark, maybe secretary. The court appointed him secretary, yeah, or the court appointed him secretary, yeah, man with the mark. That should be correct. The club chose. Yes, it's a similar sentence, so I'll change it. The team chose him captain. Generally, I don't think you'll write to be, or you'll use him to be here. You'll use to be in these two sentences. I don't think generally you'll find to be used in these two forms. Okay, but these particular kind of verbs. Yeah. So she called the girls fools. So here it will be a noun. Okay, here fools is a noun. Yeah. So the structure again is complement. Okay, so complement can be a noun, phrase, or an adjective phrase. Basically anything that does the work of a noun or an adjective. You can make any sentence you want. You can make sentences like this. I'm moving on to the next pattern. There are more verbs: appoint, choose, elect, make, call, name, nominate, crown, christen. For more, please visit my website. I'll be posting there more sentences, more verbs. The next pattern is subject plus verb plus that clause. You may be acquainted with this already. It's easy. Subject plus verb plus that. Okay. That clause, which is the object of the verb. Object of the verb. So this that clause is the object of the verb we. Okay. Great. Different type of verb may be used here, I think, in this pattern. Okay, great. So I would suppose that is generally omitted, especially in spoken language. It's generally omitted, so I'll include it in brackets. I suppose that sorry, what you say is true. I expect that he will have reached there by that time. This is a noun clause, has its own subject and predicate. We have hoped that you wouldn't fail us. I think that's correct, but yeah, it should be correct. You wouldn't disappoint us, you wouldn't fail us. He says that he will join the enemy's camp, for example. So noun clause again. The teacher said. The teacher said that. The teacher said, or the teacher said that. His work needed improvement. Padma suggested that. Okay. We should take maybe the 66. So the bus on the route 66. The bus on route 66. Yeah, that's what I mean here. That's a very kind of they'll call it a very advanced use bus, but yeah, you can find it like that. Bus on route number 66. He admitted that he had helped the accused, for example. So here the accused is used to refer to someone who has been blamed of some maybe crime, some action, some act or crime. they complained that they complained that suggested you should use that with suggested. Generally it is used. The teacher said he was very busy, that's possible, but suggested, complained, admin, you should use that. Generally you should use that. That is the proper form. They complained that the machine did not work well. Okay, yeah, so that's form number or pattern number 15. We'll continue with the rest of the forms in the next video. Thank you for watching.